We're here live at TEDx BeaconStreet, and I'm sitting down with data scientist Stopczniski. The title of his talk was Living Labs, Building Microscopes for Societies. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Absolutely, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your talk. What was it about?
It's really about the question, how do we better understand our societies, population, even teams, how people work? Because, to be honest, they were really don't.
Oh, sorry. I guess the mics aren't.
More audio?
Yeah, they're not as sensitive as we'd like. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. I'll hold on to this one.
Okay.
Give you the easy one. Sorry about that. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. We're here live at TEDx BeaconStreet, and I'm sitting down with data scientist Stopczniski. He just gave a great talk called Living Labs, Building Microscopes for Societies. Thanks for taking the time, Arik.
Absolutely, thank you.
So tell us a little bit, what was the talk about?
Yes, so really talking about how do we better understand our society, how people function in teams, populations, entire society. Because, right now often we have simply no idea. And there is this, if you look at the spectrum, and on one end we have this idea that you can bring people to the lab and give them a game and observe how they actually do, and have cameras and all those different systems. But this lasts only for a few hours, and there are only so many people you can bring to the lab. And obviously it's a lab, it's not real life. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have big data. It's big, so many people. And we can observe as they lead their life. But it's so few bits per person. We only know so little about every single individual. So I'm asking, what happens when we build a tool to be somewhere in between? It's very deep, so we observe people on multiple channels. We observe them as they lead their life, as regular life. We observe them over several years, and we use technology to really look at many different things.
Oh, that's interesting. So what is the technology? Like, tell me exactly how are you doing this?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we can instrument the building, so we can put Bluetooth beacons or the things that are already in the buildings, like Wi-Fi systems. People would donate to us, or we would ask them to donate to us their online activity. Facebook, Twitter, whatever you do, whatever people feel comfortable with donating. We would use the publicly available data source, energy consumption, weather, but most crucially, we instrument participants themselves. So you have a smartphone, and this smartphone is really a powerful sensing device. It knows where you are, with whom, how physically active you are, when do you go to sleep, and a lot of other stuff. So we install the sensing application or give the smartphone to the user. And this, of course, with their full knowledge and consent, but this is really the crucial tool to use.
And so tell me, what are some of the takeaways? Well, first of all, have you started implementing this? Are there like results that we're getting?
Oh yeah, we deployed a study like that, the largest to date study in Denmark, or places, because I was doing my PhD there. So we actually handed out 1,000 phones to our freshman students, pretty much covering the entire freshman population. And it's so exciting because those were freshman students, so they were coming to the university. So we can see how those friendships actually explode from the very beginning. They didn't know each other, then they go to those camps that happen right before they start the university. You can literally see this explosion of links that happens on that day. So you can track this for over 2 years. So yes, we're doing it.
Wow, and that's so cool how like you say, you're able to bridge the gap between having big data, just numbers, a few things, and then like the little lab you have. I guess now it makes sense, the title of your talk, where it's like bringing a microscope and really seeing all that. So what are some of the other applications, though, of this? Are you exploring other avenues?
Yeah, absolutely. So in my talk, I mentioned the spreading of infectious diseases. It can give us the idea of how things spread in the population. And most importantly, how we can stop it or hope to stop it. But yes, there are, of course, many different use cases. There's the question of team performance, which is extremely important in schools, universities, workplace. So when you put people together and they are supposed to work on complex problems or learn, how do you make a team actually work? You can take the brightest people, put them together, and the team will simply work. We need to understand how the way the team is connected internally and how it is connected to the rest of the actually makes it click. We can understand things such as what influence people political mind, how they vote. We can look at what motivates people. How do we make you fit by using the population and all the social capital that is around us? So when we understand this fabric, we can really start addressing important problems in society.
That's great. Well, we look forward to seeing what some of the more of the research that you have is. And tell us if people are looking forward to tracking some of this themselves. Is there a place that they can follow you?
Yes, absolutely. And this is really the message of my talk. I think we need to start doing that much more often, and the data needs to come from very different places, so
Right.
we can be sure that what we see is actually true. So yes, I think the easiest right now is just find me on Twitter, type in my name, find me on Twitter, and ping me. I really want people to be reaching out to me because we have tools. They're not just a single button. It might take 2 buttons to deploy them, but they're almost there. So we want to do that.
Great. Well, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Arik Stopczniski. You can check out his talk, Living Labs, Building Microscopes for Societies, by going to TEDxBeaconStreet.com.